Hello everyone, welcome back to Super Lorcana World, and today is Market Watch Day. It is time to discuss the Lorcana trading card game market. Inklands is almost here, we're 2 days away from it, and the market is reacting to some hype, and there are some things you should know, things that you should not know, and actions that you should take. That's what today's video is about, and let me know what you think in the comments, and of course like and subscribe. Okay, first wave booster boxes are going up to 203. They're kind of going crazy. That's okay. There might be a little bit of a drop now that set 3 is out, and everyone will be spending their money on that. But then eventually everyone will be excited, the excitement will wear off, and then we'll go back to these going up in price. So keep an eyeball on it. Maybe you'll be able to get these for a good price soon. Set 2 is down to still at 120. Really hasn't left this part, and that's kind of good. And Inklands, despite the 144 MSRP, are being pre-sold for 125. There's even a seller listing them online for 105 USD, which is pretty cool. Now, I'm a really big fan of this. I'm a big fan of this for a few reasons. The first reason why I'm a fan of this is because there'll be enough product to go around, which is great. It took the game just till set 3 to basically get their stuff together. Actually, technically set 2. But they're getting their stuff together with product, and that's great. Everyone will have it. The cards will crash, and that's the second reason why. Singles will be a lot cheaper in the set because there'll be so much of the set available, and that'll be a good thing for people trying to play this game on a budget. The third reason why is because of the card shops. Let me explain. For the people who use the first 2 sets to milk their customer base, anyone that's sold over MSRP, in my opinion, when the sets came out, are not good people. I've stood by that the whole time. I continue to stand by that. Why would you milk your own people? That's not a good way to do business. But they got away with it, and now they can't. Now it's interesting because they really cannot go over MSRP. Otherwise, they really are just the scum of the earth, period. If they do MSRP now, it's also kind of like, okay, but like price matching, right? Now, this does hurt, some of the smaller card shops out there. Myself being one of those smaller card shops out there, I'm happy to tell you that I don't care. This is great. I'll sell my boxes for 125 USD to Canadian equivalent, whatever that ends up being. I don't care because I don't rely on any particular game to make me my money at my card shop, right? Everything in balance, everything checks. And it just makes me happy that card shops, we now live in a time where they cannot get away with this anymore with any newer product going forward. And that makes me happy. That makes me happy for all of you guys that are watching these videos and everyone else out there that just wants to get this product at an affordable price. So I'm very happy by this. This truly makes me happy. It means I make a little bit less profit because I'll sell for this price, and that's fine. Not a big deal because I'm a cool person. But there's absolutely no excuse for anyone going at over MSRP, even at MSRP. If you look at this, it looks a little bit scummy. So that's my view on that. Some people in the comments will be like, well, how is the card shop supposed to make their money? I don't want to hear it. Because I do it, I'm fine. That means everyone else can find a way to do it. Let's move on to something else. Elsa here is being listed for $2,500 basically. Not selling, but listed. We'll see if that ends up moving. I doubt it will, but if some collector goes for it, go for it. Use this as a benchmark to try to sell yours if you want to get rid of them, want some quick cash. Do it. Why not? This is pre-sales, and I will recommend, as always, to not buy the pre-sales. Have you seen how much set 3 is floating around? This stuff will drop. It will drop really quickly. Now, it might bounce back up like we see sometimes with some legendaries, but it's not bad. It's really, really, really not bad. Still, wait, because it'll be even cheaper on Friday. It'll be even cheaper a week after that. It's going to be fine. Yeah, I know Whole New World is crazy with this card. I know. We're going to talk about that later. I know. Guys, calm down, okay? I know. Jeez, holy moly. But it's still pre-sales. It's too soon to pull the gun on this. If you ignore the pre-sales, Beast Tragic Hero is the most expensive legendary still in the game at the $43 mark. Followed by Rapunzel here, who's near mint, is $36 plus shipping. And the third place, the bronze, goes to this card. Now, this makes me really happy because I bought a bunch. when they were below 10. I knew this card was going to be broken. I can't find the exact timestamp. Well, to be fair, I didn't really look that hard. But I could not find the exact timestamp when I said, this card is broken. This card should be worth money. Someone will break this card at some point. And sure enough, here we are. The card is $31. So I'm selling all mine. I don't care. I'm selling all of mine, and I'm going to take myself out for a nice fancy meal. You know, a nice fancy meal. Maybe I'll go on a little bit of a trip, because I'll have enough money to do that. And it's a really good time. And they'll sell. And they will sell. You want to know how I know they're going to sell? Because they're moving. People are buying. People are buying. Even at more ridiculous prices where it hit. Unfortunately, I couldn't sell them for this price, but that's fine. You know what? I'll take the guaranteed profit and sell them for 32 bucks USD. I don't care. That works for me. That's great. So let this be a learning lesson to anyone who did not get in on this. Same with this beast before it exploded. You know what I mean? It is important to buy things ahead of time, because if you don't see it, or you don't take the advice of the people that know what they're doing, that's me, by the way. Hello, hey, that's me. You'll get hosed, potentially. And now I get to be the person that does the hosing on the people who do not get their beasts when they should have. You know what I mean? And like that makes me out to be a bad guy, but at the end of the day, it's just business. It just is business. There's a difference between selling booster boxes when they come out at $200 and making smart investments on singles. Two different lanes. And that's just how it is. I've made plenty of money throughout the years by buying cards low before people caught on to them, and I will continue to do so. And these videos are meant to help you guys get ahead of the curve. So when something crazy happens like this, you can say, wow, that's great. This is a beautiful thing. So there you go. Bell has snuck up, though. Bell has exploded. Now, I don't have any bells, unfortunately. I can't sell any bells. This one kind of escaped me. That's okay. We can't all be perfect. But Bell has snuck up. It's really hyped because of all this ink spam we can do with Sapphire in the next set. It's really nice. Cool. All right. Whole New World. Ignore the Light plays. It is near mint, the most expensive super rare in the game right now. Have you read this card? I like gaining 7 lore in one shot. That's really cool. You can technically do this as early as like turn 5, because you can shift. You can turn 5, gain 7 lore, and if you're playing aggro Amethyst Steel, that might win you the game just right there. Like, that's silly. So anyway, yeah, this card's getting banned. I'd sell it at 15 bucks each while you can, honestly. If this doesn't get banned, I don't know what Ravensburger's thinking. I feel like every set we get a card or two that abuses this card, and it just does some shenanigans. Tinkerbell has climbed down to second place now, $10. Kind of on the dip. That's okay. That's fine. Wait for it to dip a little bit more. It might be for a little bit cheaper. Be Prepared is the most expensive rare, still near mint at $8.50 basically. Pretty good. Still the only card in the game that does what it does. And Maui sneaking up there, only $1 behind, really. This card's really good with the Into the Inkland support. This card is a lot scarier than it was. Or, sorry, it's a lot scarier than it used to be. So I think this card might even continue to go up. But that maybe not. You know, I know Maui is good. Our testing shows that Maui is good. It's still a great card. Let everyone do that, is up to you. All right. The last 4 cards are cards I think you should really get your hands on while they're cheap. Or they might go down, and you should get them while they're even cheaper. Madame Mim Legendary is one of them, because you never know when returning 2 characters to your hand will be really freaking good. Again, you know, it doesn't have much of that in set 3, but we could come back to the mechanic, or we can also get good create characters with good enter the battlefields that are cheap, that make Madame Mim bouncing them back to hand really strong. So I think this card is worth picking up, especially if it gets lower. Ariel, I'm still sold that this card should be a card you grab. I've added to my collection on Ariels. I have a bunch. I'm just waiting. Prince John, I've also added a bunch of this to my collection. This card's crazy. It's insane. Unless it gets banned or something, this will be a very expensive card eventually. And finally, Tamatoa. This one's a bit of a meme, but Into the Inklands has released a lot of item support, and like dropping a Tamatoa to give you 10 lore is pretty crazy. It's still kind of a meme or whatever, but Maybe grab a couple while they're cheap. I don't think this card's going to do much, but I wouldn't be surprised if it like maybe doubles in price. I don't know. All right. What do you guys think about today's Market Watch? Please let me know in the comments your opinions and thoughts, and I'll see you later.